Hi, it's Bernadette. Today we're going through my beauty tools. I'm not going to go through every single thing. It's just too much stuff. But anyway, beauty tools, deodorant, and then I'm going to include a review on a solid shampoo that I use because there's never going to be an empty on it because I'll use it all. To start with, let's talk about makeup sponges. The only ones I've ever used are beauty blenders. I specifically use the Beauty Blender Micro Minis. These ones are all pretty dead. I'm just trying to make them last as long as possible because it's my no-buy year. I do occasionally use this big beauty blender, and this is one that was in a set, so I never used it until I got it, and I'm still not sure if I need it in my life or not. I need to try to use these other ones like I would the Micro Mini. I only ever use them for concealer. I use this for foundation sometimes. I don't know how I'm going to use that. I'll try it with my liquid blushes, but I need to try to get the most use out of all of them for concealer purpose. If it comes to where those are really failing me, the big ones are failing me on my concealer, then I can repurchase the Micro Mini. I guess my rule is try to make them last, try to use what I can, and then once I'm to the point where I can't stand it anymore, I'll repurchase it. I use Cognac sponges. I usually have two, one in each bathroom, and so they recommend you change them every 3 months, so I change them every 4 to 6 months. However, if I have traveled with one to a humid environment like Florida, I throw away the sponge after because it never gets dry in Florida. The reason why I do purchase them is because they dry out completely every day. Every time you use them, then the next morning they're completely dry, and I feel like that gets all the bacteria out of them. I have these ones on backup, and I'm not allowed to purchase any more until I'm ready to throw my last ones in the garbage. I also use these makeup removing cloths from Ulta. I have 4 of them. I would like to buy 2 more packages. I would really like to have 8, but I'm not doing that during my no-buy year. This is my one pencil sharpener. It's broken. The top's gone, the little pokey thing's gone. Some of the plastic on the inside here is broken. I'm ready for a new one. Maybe that can be a reward at the end of my no-buy year. This one's from Makeup Forever. I paid way too much for it. I regret it. Maybe some of you can recommend what your favorite sharpeners are that are less expensive than the Makeup Forever one. I would love to know. And maybe then at the end of my no-buy year, I'll get myself another good sharpener. The only makeup brush that I'm not happy with are my foundation brushes. I do really want to try the Hourglass foundation brush, but I'm not going to buy it during my no-buy year. That's something that can be a reward at the end of my no-buy year. And the other thing I was thinking about is a beauty, but that's 20 bucks, right? The Hourglass makeup brush is $45. So if I buy more than 2 of these, I might as well have bought that makeup brush. So I'm probably not going to buy those big beauty blenders because that's going to make me mad every time I buy one. This is so tough because I have a big bottle of micellar water, and what I would love to have right now are the great big squares, great big cotton squares to use with the micellar water. And I'm not doing that, and it's killing me. I'm almost done this thing of Whispers, and then I have a full new thing of Whispers. And then I have this giant thing of cotton balls, and I hate cotton balls. For makeup, I hate cotton balls. The only reason I bought these cotton balls was when I was living with my sister. I was getting gel manicures, and I wanted to remove them at home sometimes, and so I would use this cotton balls. But now I don't get gel manicures, and I don't remove them at home. I get dip powder, and I get them done at the salon, so I don't really need cotton balls, but I can't really justify buying more cotton things to use for makeup remover when I got this gigantic thing of cotton balls. So I'm gonna use up those freaking cotton balls during my Novi year. I'm gonna use that up, and I'm not allowed to buy any facial cotton until I've used up those cotton balls. This is the only lip scrub I have. It's from Fox Island Trading. It's a local company near where I live. They make spa quality products that are all natural, and so far I've liked everything I've tried. This is their lip polish. It's made with beeswax, and so it's not a vegan product. The only other lip scrub I've ever used was from e.l.f., and it got rancid really fast. So I'm glad that I switched from the e.l.f. product to this, because I don't have to keep rebuying it. Even though the e.l.f. one was very affordable, I like this one a lot better. Shampoo from Fox Island Trading, and it's an African black soap shampoo. This one it's very moisturizing, so when I use it, I don't use conditioner afterwards. I just use a detangling product. It's different. Everyone, well, just go to Lush. Well, Lush's solid shampoos, most of them, not all of them, the ones that have the itty bitty bits in it, the little tubular bits, that's SLS, that's sodium lauryl sulfate. And I have obviously very thin, very fragile, very curly hair, and I have hypothyroidism, so my hair is goes in stages of falling out. I try to do everything that I can to protect every strand of hair I have. So I have some products, as you've seen, with SLS in it that I'm trying to use up, but those are things I'm trying to use up to get them out of my life. I just don't want to throw them away or donate them because I can use them. There's no reason for me to do that. But I'm trying to bring more products like this in my life that don't have packaging and that don't have sodium lauryl sulfate in it. But I'm not repurchasing that until I'm 100% done all my other shampoo. I've got 3 open deodorants right now. I think having 2 open is reasonable because I use 2 bathrooms. If I was going to the gym all the time, I think having 3 open would be reasonable, but I'm not. So I do have this sensitive skin formula ginger blossom one from Fox Island Trading. You push it up by pushing this thing up. So the packaging is 100% biodegradable. I do like that. The texture of it, it smells really nice. The texture of it is more like a putty though. So when you put it on, you got to use tiny little strokes, or I use tiny little strokes to put it on. Otherwise you're going to get this rolled up putty bits on your armpit if you do long strokes, but tiny little, kind of more like tapping than rubbing. But it is a different consistency than regular deodorant if you're used to using regular deodorant. There is no baking soda in this. So it doesn't irritate my armpits like the Schmidt's one does. It's more pH balanced than Tom's for me. If I put it on at 6 o'clock in the morning, by 2 or 3 o'clock, I can notice that it's not working as good. But for something with these types of ingredients, that's a pretty darn good deodorant. Right now, I also have open Tom's and Schmidt's. Now, this Schmidt's one, the bergamot and lime, I do love that scent. It smells really good. However, the first few months I was using it, it really irritated my armpits. I was thinking about trying the sensitive skin one. I'm not sure if I will or not. There's other brands of deodorant that I might like to try, and I might just buy the Fox Island one again. This now, if I only use it once or twice a week, it's not so bad on my armpits. I do notice by 2 or 3 in the afternoon, my armpits smell like black pepper. I know that's weird, but that's what that does. This is Tom's deodorant, and I have one on backup. This is my only backup, so this is one of my 3 open. I used this for years just because I really didn't know what else was available. And it doesn't match my pH. It just smells weird. After after a couple hours of wearing it, so I only use it on the weekends. And it really doesn't perform that well either compared to these. So the Fox Island Trading one would be my favorite of the three. The second favorite would be this one that burns my armpits. And this would be at the bottom of the barrel for me, the Tom's. Someone else I know who used it, it literally turned their armpits brown. Watching Coffee Break with Danny, and she was recommending this Ursa Major deodorant, and I would try that. Now these, I've got these EO deodorant wipes. That's something that I kept in my bag at work, and something that I would put in a bag if I was going to the gym. They're not super fantastic. They're aluminum free, just like I only use aluminum free deodorant. They're not something that's gonna last you the whole day. This is something that you would just use like if you went to work and then went to the gym, or if you went to work and were kind of stinky after and then you needed to do something after work. That's the point to use these, but that's not something that I need in my life that I'm gonna repurchase. That's my review of all that stuff. And I know that video really was a hodgepodge of miscellaneous crap, but I'm coming to the end of my rules. And so my rule for that deodorant is that I can only have one in use left, and then I can buy more. And I'm gonna use up these within that, even though they're not my favorite. One more video left for my no buy rules. Can't wait to see you then. Bye-bye.